Hello everybody, Bobster1984 back again, and it's prediction time for Newcastle United versus Leicester City tomorrow night away at the King Power Stadium. Now obviously the last week at St James's Park has been a bit of a circus, a bit of a will they, won't they, will they finally sack Steve McLaren. Obviously in the end everybody knows that they did it, in fact sack Steve McLaren and hire Rafa Benitez as the new Newcastle manager. So, this happens on Friday. He calls them into training. They've had an hour and a half or whatever on Friday. They've been in yesterday, Saturday, and they've been in today, which is Sunday. So, 3 days training for Rafa Benitez to stamp some sort of his authority on Newcastle United and get through a message of what he wants from Newcastle tomorrow. So, it's up to idiots like me who sit in front of cameras on YouTube to try and predict what's going to happen tomorrow. Let's just get straight into it. I mean, I think obviously it's a massive game because Newcastle are struggling, as everybody knows, and Leicester City, as everybody knows, are top of the league. Now, after today, with Aston Villa capitulating against Spurs, which isn't really too hard to believe, Leicester are obviously in the hunt and in the need to get the 3 points to strengthen their grip on the crown, so to say. So if they win, they will go 5 points clear. Newcastle desperately need to win. If they get the win, they will be all of a sudden 2 points above the relegation zone and going into the derby next week. Now, who do I think is going to play for Newcastle? Now, this is an absolutely $1 million question because it's like asking, do I know what the lottery numbers are going to be on Wednesday? Now, obviously, the answer to that is no. And the answer to, what the squad is going to be tomorrow, I've got no idea. There's only one person who knows that, obviously, and that's Rafa Benitez. Now, I'm not going to try and do a prediction on what kind of a lineup is going to be because this is a completely different manager to Steve McLaren coming in, and all I want really is to see a lineup which is going to encourage some sort of hope. When I see that lineup about 7 o'clock tomorrow night, I don't want to see Riviere up front by himself, and reminiscent of last Saturday against Bournemouth. In terms of what I think is going to happen tomorrow, I mean, I said, if anyone's seen my preview video, which I do on a Thursday with another YouTuber called Mr. Jenk, if you do not and have not seen that, then I suggest you go and have a look. His channel is linked on my homepage. I said in that video, I did say that I think our season theoretically does not start until Tuesday. At that time, I didn't know Rafa Benitez was actually going to be in the dugout for the game. Now, I do still strongly believe it's going to be a very monumental task for Newcastle to get a win from this game. Now, Leicester City have got all of the energy, drive and determination and teamwork you want from a team fighting for the Premier League. Leicester City are absolutely fantastic at the moment. Newcastle, not so good. Now, I think Leicester City are stronger than Newcastle, obviously, in every department so far. Now, what's going to happen tomorrow, I think, is we're going to be very, very disciplined for a change. I know he's only had 3 training sessions, but Newcastle will probably look stronger, more confident, and hear us out before you say how can a team look more confident when they've only had 3 training sessions, no games to get in. I think straight away he's going to command some respect. His CV is there for everybody to see. He's done everything in terms of winning trophies, and he's always had some sort of respect from his players. I do think Newcastle, I did say 2-0 to Leicester in that other previous video. I do think it's still going to be a Leicester win, unfortunately, but I do hope that come 10 o'clock tomorrow night, where we're sitting here and I'm doing my review video, we've seen a performance that's going to provide some encouragement. We're going to see some fight, commitment, hard work, effort, and if we see that, we should be all right. There's a possibility we could sneak a draw. I mean, if we get a point, it would be fantastic. It would set us up perfectly for the game against the Dirty Bastards on Sunday. And and that would be a welcome point, obviously, in our situation. But I do just see us losing. I don't think 3 training sessions is going to be entirely enough to see a completely different performance from Newcastle to get a win away to the league leaders. Now, obviously, this is a video and a prediction and a preview on something that I really can't predict, because it's impossible. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm just going to offer my opinion on what I think, and what I would like to see, more than anything else. But it's a hope. It's a hope video sort of thing. I mean, what I want to see, and I am excited to watch the game. Genuinely excited. I mean, are you guys excited? Are you Newcastle fans who watch this? Are you excited to see Rafa Benitez's first game in charge? So I'm excited. What do you think's going to happen? What are your predictions? And what do you think is going to be the lineup if you want to really put your bollocks on the line and actually predict that? But yeah, what do you think? I think it's going to be, personally, a very close, very, very close game, but we might just lose it by the odd goal. But yeah, I'm excited. The Rafa Benitez era starts in 24 hours or less than 24 hours. How are you, the lads?